Hey, what do you say? It's Tommy again. And in the last couple of weeks, throughout the summer and early winter, I've been playing a lot of gigs. And usually when I get to a venue, the first question people will ask me is, "Oh, nice Line 6 rig. Why do you have all the pedals when your Line 6 can do it all?" And it's always a fine line just answering the question straight and be like, "Oh no, I just have this pedal and I don't want to let it go." But you already have the digital version of that pedal in your Helix. Why still carry around the same pedal on your pedalboard? And the answer is quite simple. Like, there's still a lot you can achieve with analog pedals that will never go away. As much as the Helix and all other digital platforms are trying so hard to replicate all what these analog gears do and what they do well, they still a tiny little bit. And this, I know this is a topic that can go on forever. It's been going on forever, and it all boils down to personal preference, right? But in my experience in both studio and live setup, I've found that just having that hybrid system just works way better. It works flawlessly, changes are easier, and I have less things to worry about when it comes to digital, so I can just focus on playing than tweaking. Now, you can get the best, again, for someone that actually preaches and talks a lot about digital modeling on this channel like I do. I still have a lot of analog pedal, and I've always been in between of not being like completely digital or completely analog. There's so many things you can achieve, like quickly switch preset, have your settings recalled in real time on stage. That is extremely useful, especially when you're playing for different artists or you're playing in a church or praise and worship setup where the set list can change in a matter of seconds and you need to make quick decisions. That comes in really handy to be able to switch preset and be like, hey, this is a patch for this song, this is the patch for that song, this is what I need for this song, this is what I can use for that song, and just recall them with just one foot switch or just one button. It just works flawlessly, unlike analog pedals where you might have to really tweak and try to recall. I've seen a lot of people use different things to recall settings on their analog pedals, either be a marker or set point, and again, it works. There's no problem with that. But what I use analog pedals for on my pedal board, it differs from set to set and from performances to performances. Most recently, I've been using the Fuchs valve job, which is a tube pedal, and that just brings a whole level of saturation into my signal chain, and you can hear that in my playing live on stage. It might be hard to pick it up on YouTube because of the compression and all that good stuff that happens on YouTube, but the truth is, when you're on stage, the feel is priceless. You can hear it, you can feel it, and it's just there. That tube saturation from that boost pedal. Now, it has two channels. It has the right hand, which is just boost, and the left, which is some sort of tube screamer circuit going on in there. I barely ever use that, but what I just use is just that tube boost saturation. It just does something to my clean tone and my overdriven tone. It just gives you that extra oomph, and it works well for me. So now, here are a few things that you just want to do. I think I made a video a while back, just making your plugin sounds better when you just put an analog pedal in front of your signal chain before going into your plugin. It just works well and works better. I'll leave the video right here. I can't remember which one it was, but using that on stage, having this pedal board, which is going to be the same pedal board I'm taking into next year, and I'm still expecting my Helix Stadium to get here. It's not shipping yet, probably going to start shipping late December or early January, I'm not sure, but they said winter, so shout out to Line 6. But even when that comes, I'm still gonna have one pedal or two in front of it, just because I can. And so I want to suggest two pedals to you guys. If you can find a valve job, if it's not, people are not price gouging on Reverb, if you can still find it at a reasonable price, or just go on Fuchs website and grab one. Again, I'm not sponsored, it's just a local business and they make nice pedals. You can try that. Another pedal that I've found to be extremely useful is the Sony Cake boost pedal. Now, I did a video about that, comparing it to the JHS boost pedal as well. I'll leave the link as well up here. That is another good resource. That's another good pedal, especially when you turn the buffer on. It just does something amazing to your signal. I'm not sure if it's the impedance that is changing or anything. I didn't pay attention in physics class, but it sounds well and it makes your guitar tone feels really good. So those are two things that I've used in the last couple of months that has worked very well. Another pedal that I actually use is a 1981 LVL pedal. That as well, I think I did a dedicated video about that as well. So that actually does work well as well. The LVL pedal putting that in front of your either your tube amp or your digital modeler, or just going straight into your plugins like most of us do, it just sounds better and it just gives you the humph that you might miss, and just saturates your signal in such a way that it actually sounds good, it feels good, and you get a hell of a tone for, you know, the amps that you can afford, and you still get that stuff there. So yeah, that's just a tone tip for today. My name is Dami, I'm a guitar player and audio engineer and everything in between, and if you like videos like this, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Back to playing.